Good morning everybody, welcome to my channel, thanks for dropping in. Today I'm going to be working on a project which is to improve and refine my meal planning slash menu system that I've got going. And so I thought I'd take some time to show you what I've already got and how that's working, as well as showing you what the improvements are going to be. So what I've got at the moment is I have a 4-week rotating menu, one for summer and one for winter. So this is the summer one and this is the winter one. I've got 4 of each and I typically do 6 days. This is double-sided. So day 1, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Day 2, breakfast, lunch, dinner, all the way through to day 6. I usually find that I'm out or I'm eating leftovers or something for the 7th day, so I typically don't plan 7 days worth of meals. I've got this little abbreviation just to kind of remind me which cookbook or which website I got the recipe from. And so, that's been working really well. So my purpose in making this menu was because I was finding myself very busy and quite tired, and it's one of those cycles that if I am feeling really tired, I typically don't have a lot of energy to think about what I'm eating. And then if I don't think about what I'm eating, I typically eat what's easy, and that's not necessarily what's healthy. And then obviously that doesn't give me the energy to then get out of that situation. So I was just trying to set myself up in such a way that food was somewhat automated and that I could think ahead of time what would be healthy and what would be nutritious. And so I was really just aiming to have, the five vegetables and 2 fruits a day and include more nuts and seeds and those kinds of things, just to make sure that I was eating well. Also, what I ended up doing this summer was I ended up writing out a list of which fruit and vegetables I'd need on a weekly basis. So I just folded the paper up like this, and it became my shopping list for the week as well as the menu. So it's all in one, which was really easy and very convenient. I just had a little bit of extra space for pantry items and cold produce. So I was really aiming to be all in one. And I even went a little bit further and ended up saving each week's groceries. And as you can see on the screen, it correlates to each week of the menu. And so that was really helpful. And I could just click on it, and then all the things that I would need for that week's groceries would be right there. And then I just had also a list of kind of pantry items, which I would just make sure that I had on hand every so often. Things like, chicken stock and dishwashing liquid and all the kind of boring things. So that system has been working really well and has cut a lot of time out of my regular weekly activities. So that's been really great. But I am trying to make a few changes in that I'd like to have the recipes and the ingredient list all in one place. And I'm finding I'm wanting something a little bit more flexible where I can, say for example, make the best of seasonal produce or jump on a special, especially if it's something that doesn't keep. I just want to be able to buy it and make the most of it just to save on my grocery bill. So let me explain a little bit about what I am planning to do. I have been working on my laptop to make recipe cards for all the recipes that I want to keep using. So what I've done is I made a template which I then use to create a new recipe. So let me talk you through the template. I'm using an A5 size, and I've just got a little picture of the recipe on the top right corner and the ingredients, how to make it, and then this will be the reverse side. I've got this little legend here which this is for low carb, this is for dairy free. This is for 1 pot, so I hope that I will be able to easily pick out recipes if I'm going traveling and I just want to bring 1 pan and make the food nice and quickly and simply. Then we've got vegetarian and vegan. So these are some of the, I suppose, diet goals that we have worked towards over the last few years. And I don't think we have really settled on any particular one yet, but I think eventually we will be kind of trending towards more vegan foods. So I've also got serving sizes, whether it refrigerates and freezes well, and also I've just recently added this little feature at the bottom, which is how long it takes to make, obviously, which I totally forgot about before. And then where I originally got the recipe from, just in case I've made some errors or forgotten a step, then I can go back to the original source, and also to give credit where credit's due. Yeah, so that's taken a fair bit of my time this week, but the 13 recipes that I have managed to finish up, I have sent them off for printing to Officeworks, so I'm hoping to get a message sometime today to tell me that they're ready to pick up. And in the meantime, I'm hoping to hit the shops to find a nice box or something to put them upright in so I can file through them. So once I've been able to pick them up, I can laminate them and they'll be good to go. Hello again. Yes, it's the next day. The notification for the Officeworks order didn't come through until maybe about 3 o'clock yesterday, and I didn't have a chance to pick it up until after dinner. And by then it was dark, so I didn't end up filming picking it up or anything. But I've got them here and I can show you what they look like. So here we are. They have turned out quite well. And I'm pretty happy with the colour of the logo and the photos. I think they've come out quite clearly. So I definitely am happy to continue as I create more recipes. I will be happy to continue getting them printed from Officeworks. And this is not specifically photo paper, I don't think, but it still has come out pretty well. And they've been able to do double-sided, whereas some other print services were only able to do the proper photos on proper photo paper, which meant it was only one-sided. Yeah, so I'm really happy with this. So now the final step is to laminate them. Thankfully, I've got my mum's laminator, so let's get that warmed up. I was thinking about this last night, and one thing that I forgot to mention about why I ended up making the 4-week menu, one of the other reasons was that it was designed to try and reduce waste. Because we're only a family of 4 and not even 4 adult servings, I typically found that I couldn't use up a whole bunch of celery, or I couldn't use up a whole cauliflower or whatever it was in just one meal. So in order to reduce waste, I kind of tried to put things together so that if I was going to use celery, I would put several recipes in that used celery, which is something I still really value about that. So I think I'm going to end up probably using a combination of the two. In the meantime, it's nice to have all my recipes in the one place, because deep down, really, I think I'm a bit of a minimalist in that I don't want to have lots and lots of recipe books where I'm only using a handful of recipes from each one. So I'm hoping that this will be a more efficient way of, I suppose, keeping my recipes. Anyways, I did actually get to the shops yesterday, so let me show you while we're waiting for the laminator to warm up. To be honest, it's not exactly what I wanted, but I think it will do for now. I was hoping for something maybe like a bamboo box where I could paint something on the side or decorate it a little bit, just something that would be maybe a bit more aesthetically pleasing, but in the end I just got something very that will do the job, that's maybe a little bit less pretty, but if I find something I like that will work better later on down the track, I'll replace it. It's too short to be able to stack them upright and still keep the lid on, so I don't really know what I'm going to do with this lid, but this I checked in the store and it does fit the A5 papers in it upright, and so yeah, it's washable, which is great. I can, if it gets a bit greasy in the kitchen, I can just wash it with in the dishes really, and yeah. So here we have the finished project, or at least as finished as it's going to be right now. I've still got a lot of room for more recipes, but that will happen over time as I find recipes that I like and as I try them out. As I get more recipes, I probably will sort them maybe into dinners or soups, that kind of thing. I'm not really sure. So if you've ever had recipe cards before, do let me know. How did you sort yours? I'd love to know. Please leave your ideas in the comment section, and I'll definitely have a read through them. So anyway, that's all I've got for today. Thanks so much for watching, and thanks for making it through to the end. If you liked it, as usual, please do give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content from me when it comes out, please do click the subscribe button. Have a lovely day, ladies, and I'll see you another time. Bye!